During the summer of 2020, NIO stock price surged an incredible 1,500% over 8 months, from the June low to the January high, reaching an all-time high of $66. Since the high, NIO stock price has been in a long-term downtrend, falling 94% over the last 3 years into the recent low of $3.61. However, NIO's long-term business plans remain strong. With such a significant fall in the share price, there's a big question for current investors. Is now the right time to pick up NIO at a bargain price? In this video, I'll try and answer this question by analysing NIO's chart data and offer a price prediction for the end of 2025. NIO's valuation is very attractive. The current stock price of around $4 is roughly 1 times consensus of 2024 total revenues, which is low considering that revenues are projected to grow by over 20% this year and by over 40% next year. For comparison, Tesla trades at about 10 times revenues, even though revenues for Tesla are likely to remain almost flat this year. Currently, NIO's premium electric vehicles hold around 40% market share in China, and the company has improved profit margins recently. For Q3, vehicle gross margins came in at 13% compared to 11% during the same time last year. NIO also plans to become overall profitable by 2026. However, competition in the Chinese EV market is increasing. With its premium EV sales declining year over year, NIO has plans to target the lower price EV market by building more affordable vehicles. From a share price perspective, NIO has had a rapid rise and steady fall. When shares listed on the New York Stock Exchange in September 2018, the IPO was $6.26. After a price increase to $10.64 during February 2019, price then fell away to the low of $1.19 by October. Out of this low, price increased by 374%, peaking at $5.65 during January 2020. After a pullback towards $2, price then took off over the next 9 months, offering some lucky investors a potential gain of over 1,500%. Since the high, NIO stock price has been in a long-term downtrend, falling 94% over the last 3 years, into the recent low of $3.61. For a company like NIO, the current price of around $4 does look like great value, but it's still not clear whether the price has stopped falling. By applying a trend line, we can see that price fell away at a steady angle into the low of $8.38 during October 2022. The more recent monthly trend line shows NIO's price decline is slowing down, possibly looking for a bottom. If we look at November and December's closing price of $4.48 and $4.36 respectively, the difference is only 2.6%. And as I record this video, January's bar is also closing at $4.36, with the open and closing prices being very close together. This suggests selling interest is becoming weaker and may attract more buyers to buy up the stock. Marking up the chart with key price levels, the current all-time high is $66.99. Off this price peak, price pulled back and found support at $30. The original float price for NIO was $6.26, so we'll mark that for reference. And the current all-time low is $1.19. with the most recent low being $3.61. Now, looking at these key levels for NIO, price is currently trading sideways in between the float price and the most recent price low. Although price found support at $3.61 in April and August, it is unclear if the bottom is in. And if price falls further, the next support level would be the all-time low of $1.19. So, based on this, where is NIO heading in 2025? And should you invest? The answer based on the current chart is no, but you should definitely add NIO to your watch list. For an indication that NIO may be moving up, a price break above the September peak of $7.71 would be a good start. Following this break to the upside, we would then need to see selling interest at this new level. If price can hold above the IPO level of 636 and then move up once again, this would provide the first signal that NIO could be starting a new uptrend. According to Wall Street analysts, revenue growth of 60% is expected for NIO for the year, and they've set a price target of 663, which provides an upside potentially of 60%. Going into 2026, Wall Street estimates a price of 780, with another strong 50% increase in revenue. Heading into 2027, Wall Street expects the stock price to jump to $13 with another strong 50% plus revenue growth year over year. And in 2028, NIO's revenue is forecasted to generate around $36 billion, with Wall Street suggesting a stock price estimate of $26, or a gain of over 500% over the current stock price. So overall, based on my analysis of NIO, what is my price prediction for the end of 2025? Based on the chart data, I can see NIO reaching between $6 to $7 by the end of 2025, which compared with the current price of $4.36, offers investors a potential return of between 37 to 60%. Now, if you found value in my analysis of NIO, please consider subscribing to support the channel. Now, NIO is certainly one to watch for the future with great growth prospects. Another stock worth looking for long-term growth is AMD. Check out that video here. See you there.